So hello my dear friends, welcome back again to our YouTube channel Invisible Threads. Hope all of you are doing well in this difficult period. If you are new in this channel, please do like, share and subscribe our channel, and please don't forget to press the bell button also for new update every time. So let's begin on today's discussion. In our last video I have discussed on electric field lines and also on the concept of electrical flux. So our today's topic starts with electric dipole. So electric dipole, you can see from the diagram here, the plus q and minus q charge separated by a distance of 2a is called the electrical dipole, where a is called the midpoint or the center of the dipole, and the total charge of the electrical dipole is 0. So we can say that, so our first discussion will be like why we should deal with electrical dipole and try to investigate its electrical properties. This is because the dipole is an important example for the concept of the superposition of electrical field lines and also for the concept of field lines, electrical field and field lines, because dipole, we know that the dipole has equal and opposite charges plus q and minus q. So in the electric field calculation there will be contribution from both the charges. So there is the involvement of the superposition principle, and also for the different type of charges there will be two different type of field lines. Also for the discussion of the polar molecule, so in this video later on I will discuss what is polar molecule, and also in the field of dielectrics we need the idea of the dipole moment. So what is dipole moment? It means the charge times the separation between them, and it acts towards, you can see from the diagram, from minus q to plus q. And also to use the concept of the force, torque and the potential energy, we need the concept of the electrical dipole. So now we have understand so far is that the total charge of the electrical dipole is 0, but the most interesting thing is that the field due to the electrical dipole does not vanish. So let's calculate the field due to an electrical dipole. So there will be two different cases. One is the point is on the axis of the dipole for which we are calculating the electrical field. Another one, the point is in the equatorial plane. So what is the equatorial plane? If we consider one plane through the midpoint of the line joining the two charges, and the plane must be passed through the center of the dipole and also the perpendicularly to the dipole axis. So for points on the axis we can see that here is the dipole, one dipole xy is the electrical dipole. At point y there is minus q charge, and point x there is plus q charge. We need to find the electrical field at the point p. So for the minus q charge the electric field will be directed in this direction. For the plus q charge at the point p the electric field will be directed at this direction. And the magnitude of the dipole moment will be defined as magnitude mod of p vector, small p vector, is equal to q times 2a, that is 2a q. In vector form we can write small p vector is equal to 2a q times the unit vector along the p direction. So the electric field due to minus q charge, what it will be, magnitude of minus q times 4 pi epsilon naught r plus a its whole square times minus p vector, minus p cap. And the electric field due to plus q charge, what it will be, q by 4 pi epsilon naught times r minus a its whole square times p cap. So the p cap is the unit vector from minus q to plus q. So the total field at p, it will be the contribution for both the plus q and minus q charge. So that is E vector is equal to E of plus q plus E of minus q, and what it will be like q by 4 pi epsilon naught times 4a r divided by r square minus its square its whole square times p cap. And we can see that the for r very greater than a, we can write that E vector is equal to 4aq divided by 4 pi epsilon naught times rq times p unit cap for r very greater than a. It means the separation between the dipole is very small with respect to the distance of the point p at which we are aiming to find the electric field. So in the second case, for points on the equatorial plane, you can see this is the electrical dipole and the plus q and minus q charge is there. So we are trying to find the electric field at the point p. At the equatorial plane, the distance from the point p from the midpoint is r. So this is r square plus a square under root of this angle is theta, so this will be theta. So you can see the magnitude of the electric field due to plus q and minus q, what it will be, E of plus q is equal to q by 4 pi epsilon naught times 1 by r square plus s square. E of minus q is equal to q by 4 pi epsilon naught times 1 by r square plus s square. So if we take the projection of these two components along this direction and this direction, both are the same. So the components normal to the dipole axis cancel away. So in this direction and this direction, these two will cancel, but in this direction means the value of this one times the cosine theta. We need to take the projection of this vector along this direction PE, and also E of minus q along PE. So this will add up. So cosine theta, we can write that cosine theta is equal to a divided by a square plus r square whole to the power half. So if we take the projection, what it will be like, E vector is equal to E of plus q plus E of minus q times cosine theta times the unit vector is minus of p cap. So it will be like E vector is equal to minus 2qa divided by 4 pi epsilon naught times r square plus a square whole to the power 3 by 2 times p cap. So it directed in the opposite direction of the dipole moment. So this is p vector in this direction, but the electric field will act from p to e, that is minus p cap. So again we can write that the dipole moment, what it will be, p vector is equal to 2aq times p cap unit vector. Its unit is coulomb times meter. So for r very greater than a, we can write that E vector is equal to minus 2aq divided by 4 pi epsilon naught r cube p cap. So now in terms of the dipole moment, we need to write the electric field. For r very greater than a, at a point on dipole axis, we can write E vector is equal to 2 times p vector, that is dipole moment, divided by 4 pi epsilon naught r cube. And for r very greater than a, at a point on the equatorial plane, we can write that E vector is equal to minus p cap p vector divided by 4 pi epsilon naught times r cube. So we can see that for the point charge, the electric field varies as 1 by r square, but for the dipole, the electric field varies as 1 by r cube. Suppose the distance between the electric dipole is 2a, if that approaches to 0, but the magnitude of the dipole moment, that is q times 2a, is finite. Such a dipole, we can say it is called point dipole. And the ideal dipole, what is that? That if we need to consider that one of the charges in the dipole is tends to infinite, where the dipole squeezes to a single point, it means the 2a tends to 0, we can say that it is the point dipole. So our next discussion will be on, suppose we consider two types of molecules. Suppose in one type of molecule, the center of positive and the negative charges lie in the same place, so the net dipole moment is 0. For example, like methane and carbon dioxide. But when we consider, when we place this kind of molecule in the electric field, they develop in the dipole moment between them. But suppose consider the molecule like sulfur dioxide, the center of the positive and the negative charges do not coincide, and it happens in the absence of electric field also. It means such kind of molecules have their permanent dipole moment. So we define first type of molecule like methane and carbon dioxide as the non-polar molecule, and the water is the polar molecule because they have their permanent dipole moment. So for the polar molecule, the center of positive and negative charges do not coincide, whereas for the non-polar molecule, the center of positive and negative charges lies in the same place. So one is polar, another one is the non-polar. So suppose now we place some electric dipole inside the uniform electric field. So I think many of you can understand that the dipole consists of two equal and opposite charges. So each charge will feel some force due to the presence of the electric field, and but as the forces are not collinear, so there will be some resulting torque acting on the dipole. And what is the consequence of the acting of the torque on the dipole? The torque tends to align the dipole in the direction of the electric field, because to minimize its potential energy. So dipole in a uniform external electric field. Uniform means there is no spatial variation of the electric field. So we can say, suppose from the picture you can see that the electric field is acting from left to right, and I place one point dipole AB in some angle inside the electric field. So at point A there is plus q charge, at point B there is minus q charge. This is the direction of the force for the plus q charge, F is equal to QE. This is the direction of the force for the minus q charge. This is the F vector is equal to minus of QE. So this is the angle theta, it means this one is also theta. So the separation is 2a. So the force on plus q is qe, force on minus q is minus qe. So both the forces are same in magnitude but in opposite direction. So and act in two different points, which one is at the point A, another one is at the point B. So the magnitude of there will be some resulting torque because the forces are acting in opposite direction but not, and also not in the same point. So the force, the magnitude of the torque, what it will be, force times the perpendicular distance between two anti-parallel forces. This it means AC. So the magnitude of the torque will be QE times 2a sin theta, because AC is 2a sin theta. You can see that the 2aq is equal to magnitude of P vector. So we can write it in the vector form as tau vector is equal to P cross E, dipole moment cross electrical field. And the direction is perpendicular to both the dipole moment and the electric field. And the torque tends to align dipole in the direction of the field because to minimize the energy. Suppose in another case we consider that the electric field is not uniform. So what it will be the case? So you can see from the picture that I have drawn these lines from the increasing direction of the electric field from left to right. So in the left one the electric field is less, in the right point the electric field is more. So I placed some dipole in the parallel direction of the electric field, where I consider the dipole moment is parallel to electric field. So this is the direction of the force on the plus q charge, that is F1 is equal to q times E more. I indicate it as q more, and this is the direction of the force acting on minus q. F2 is equal to minus q E less. So the net force acting will be from left to right, that is q times E more minus E less, when P is parallel to E. And in this diagram you can see this is the direction of the, I put the same direction of the electric field like before. From left to right the electric field get increased, E less, E more. So I placed the electric dipole in such a direction that the P vector of the dipole moment vector is anti-parallel to the increasing direction of the electric field. So this is the direction of the F1 vector is equal to minus q E more. So F1 is the force acting on the minus q charge, F2 is the force acting on the plus q charge. So the net force will be minus q times E more minus E less. So you can see that when is P is anti-parallel to E vector, the net force is acted towards the dipole moment direction. It means the net force is acted towards the decreasing direction of the electric field. So we can see that whether the field is not uniform, the net force depends on the orientation of the dipole moment and also on with respect to the electric field. So my friends, I am pausing my discussion here. Hope all of you are following the channel, and if you have any kind of confusion, don't hesitate to let me know in this video's comment section. Keep supporting and stay tuned. Thank you.